right clicker.
I'm an iBook flipper, Macs and PCs, no fight gets bigger. Surf Safari
or browse in IE.
Better know what you rap, a Mac or PC.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC. You know, I actually just finished a home movie.
That's so funny. I just finished my own home movie. I did it on iMovie. It was really easy.
Well, I doubt it's as excellent as mine, but I'd be happy to take a look.
Yeah, that would be great.
Right, roll it.
Hi, I'm a Mac home movie.
It looks really professional, right?
Well, great. Bye.
Wait.
What?
What about yours, Squeezy?
Please.
Well, okay, sure.
What's up? PC home movie.
Work in progress?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy iChris Unfiltered, and today we are gonna do something a little bit different because I'm kind of gonna kill two birds with one stone, but not really, because for those PETA people out there, I'm not really killing birds. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do my day number 10, numero 10. I'm gonna do that as my SSSVEDA, and since you guys are gonna get a little bit of a treat, and I'm going to give you guys a review of Guardians of the Galaxy on top of answering my question for day number 10. You know, we'll go ahead and jump right into that. So first I'm going to give you guys, is it Mac or PC? It's definitely Mac all the way. Big Mac. Love everything about it. Again, you know, like if you guys watched my previous video as to why I prefer the iPhone, then very similarly, it's why I like the Mac. Everything works together. The ecosystem, which I've touched on before, is legit. I love that everything's where I need it to be on all of my devices, from my work phone, which is an iPhone, to my personal phone, which is an iPhone, to my tablet, or which is the iPad, to iPad mini, to my iMac, to my MacBook Pro. Everything seamlessly syncs together. And it's awesome. Makes life much easier. It's something that the PC does not do very well at all. And PCs are cool because I use them at work. I don't have a choice. But if I had I mean, it's really simple and easy to use in corporate America, which is why the PC is the standard in corporate America. Also because it's cheap and you can buy it in bulk. That's probably the #1 reason why. But I've been using PCs forever, for as long as I know. And they do what they do well. But for creativity, for things that you want to have fun with, for artwork, for just anything that's outside of the scope of corporate America, doing Excel and PowerPoints and that kind of stuff, the Macs are the best at what they do. And for that, in my opinion. And yes, they can run Windows and they can do very similar tasks. So even in that regard, the Macs are better. People just don't know the nuances to Macs, all the little, shortcuts, and you have to hold control to do this, or just different little things like that. That's what some people don't like about the Macs. And I get it. And software isn't, doesn't all talk to it the same way like it does to Windows or PCs. But at the end of the day, it's what you get out of it and what you're going to do with it. You can use a lot of software to edit your movies on the PC just as much as you can use iMovie and Final Cut Pro on the Mac, which you can do on the PC as well. Whatever you choose to use is really just, it comes down to how you're going to use it. Very similarly, you pick your iPhone or Android or Windows phone the same way. But for me, for your boy, I like the Macs because they're beautiful products. They look amazing, the Retina, all that stuff. Again, you can get a Windows that looks nice as well. But for the type of software and the type of creative things that I like to do, the Mac's what's up, and that's my choice. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the review. Guardians of the Galaxy. It was an extremely fun movie. It was entertaining, and I will go out on a limb. I am somebody who's seen all of the Marvel movies, and this one by far is the best iteration of anything that Marvel has put out based on a comic book. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was action-packed. It was fast-paced. It had humor, and I know they tend to put humor in the movies, in all the Marvel movies. It's sprinkled throughout, but this one just always seemed to have the right amount of humor. And the 80s references were definitely something that I liked as somebody that grew up, in that time frame. So I just dated myself for you guys. But the movie in itself, you want to talk about the way the movie starts, where Chris Pratt, who in the movie played Star-Lord. You want to talk about like one of the most memorable beginnings to a movie, to a Marvel movie at that, actually. It was the most memorable. I won't give it away because I want you guys to go watch it and see for yourself what I'm talking about. But the way it started off with his character is hilarious. It's comedy, dude. It was badass. That's as unfiltered as you're going to get from me right now about it. Because again, I don't want to give any spoilers. I want you guys to really enjoy it. But it blew me away. Because as soon as it started and you see him, it's like, it was like, what is he doing? Are you serious? Is this really happening? It was cool though because it was a flashback. So enjoy that part of it. Aside from that, the movie itself, it's a star-studded cast that was casted for this movie, and we do get that with all the Marvel movies, but this one in particular, they did a phenomenal job of handpicking the individuals to play the roles of the characters in the movie. So you're looking at and actually, because there's quite a few names, I can't memorize them all. I'm gonna go ahead and grab something so that I can read them off for you guys. Hold on. Okay, so in the movie, you're looking at Gamora's character was played by Zoe Saldana, the gorgeous Zoe Saldana, who seemingly is just been blowing up in all these movies, from Avatar to, there's just a whole bunch of movies she's been in, and she's great. She's great at what she does. She's great at the roles. And then, again, if you know who Gamora is, her character is like an assassin, a trained assassin. She's awesome. So you've got her. You've got Dave Bautista, former WWE wrestler, playing the role of Draxter. Or actually, I'm sorry, rewind. Dave Bautista playing the role of Drax, the Destroyer. His character is hilarious because his race in the movie, as far as where he's from and the type of being that he is, they take things literal. So the fact that he's taking everything literal, there's one, you guys have seen the previews, the trailer, where somebody made it, where I believe Star-Lord makes a reference and says something along the lines of, oh, that's over your head. And Drax is like, nothing gets over my head. My reflexes are too quick. I would catch it. It's hilarious. It's just subtle humor like that because he takes everything literal. And there's even a book back in the day called Amelia Bedelia. That's how old I am. In that book, she takes everything literal. So very similarly, people that take things literal are hilarious because they are. And there's other references and other things. But his one-liners throughout the movie are comedy. You're going to enjoy it. So aside from him, you've got Lee Pace, who is Ronan. And Ronan's character is legit. Again, the way his look. Throughout the movie, I even caught myself thinking like, man, do I want to be Ronan for Halloween? It was legit. So you got Ronan's character. You've got, let's see, let me take a look at this right here. We've got Nebula, who was played by Karen Gillan. I'm not sure, probably Gillan. You've got her character there. Vin Diesel as Groot. Groot. I don't know what they paid him for that character, but he doesn't say much. I am Groot. It's pretty much what he says throughout the entire movie. So I hope Vin didn't make too much money off of that. But that character, Groot, was a very prominent character throughout the entire movie, and will be throughout the entire series of Guardian of the Galaxy movies. So that was good character, great casting, I guess, if you will, because nobody else could have just said I am Groot throughout the whole movie. But you've got Michael Rooker as Yondu, and those of you that are Walking Dead fans, that's where he's from. If you remember his character, he was Daryl's brother. I don't know why it's slipping my mind because he was one of the ones I hated. but it was Daryl's brother that was, you know, and ultimately, and you know, I don't want to give you a spoiler because some of you might not have seen The Walking Dead, but it was Daryl's brother from the show, the badass guy. So that's who Yondu was, or is. Benicio del Toro played the Collector, so he had a pretty cool role. And by the way, stay to the end of the credits because there is a little nugget at the end. And I'd love it for those of you that have seen the movie to comment on the video, and let's talk about that nugget because some people were kind of left confused about it. So I'd like to talk to you guys about it. And then one of the last two characters of prominence are, let's see, we've got Glenn Close as Nova Prime, and then you had Josh Brolin as Thanos, the always infamous Thanos. So that's quite and then you have Josh Brolin as, and then you have and then there's Josh Brolin as Thanos, the badass Thanos. So I mean, you've got all those people playing in this movie. It was awesome. Now, to give you guys a little insight, essentially the story revolves around an orb that has powers, and it's something that Thanos wants. So again, you guys might not be nerds that follow the comic books like I did and like I do. But everything is tied together. Thanos has a lot to do with the Marvel characters. You guys remember Apocalypse from one of the other films that recently, one of the other superhero films that recently came out. Apocalypse, Thanos, they all have a place in the superhero universe. They're powerful beings. They're gonna be very, very prominent in the upcoming movies. So you're gonna want to do a little history, research on these characters so that you understand what their roles are gonna be, because it's epic. And if they do anything like what the comic book did with, getting and if they do anything even remotely close to what the comic books did in having everybody come together to fight these beings, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be one of the most epic films, if not the most epic film of superhero movies to come out. So for those of you looking to see Guardians of the Galaxy, I've given you guys a lot of the potatoes, but here's the meat of it all. Again, the movie is fun, it's entertaining. It is easily, by far, in my opinion, the best Marvel superhero movie that has ever been made, because it embodies everything you would want in a movie. Drama, action, comedy, and because they are all so constant throughout the movie, that is something that the Avengers, that all of the X-Men movies, that the Iron Man movies, Captain America, with any Marvel movie aside from this one, they're good. But this one just embodies all of it. Everything that you're going to want. And it's just a fun film. You're really going to enjoy it. And I highly recommend that you go see it, because I did go with several individuals that when they weren't really excited to watch it because they're not Marvel followers. So they didn't really know what they were going to get. But their takeaway was, wow, this was an awesome movie. So it's definitely something you can take somebody that doesn't have an interest in it, and they're still going to have a takeaway that it's fun and that it was enjoyable. So for those of you out there that are kind of like, I don't care about the Galaxy movie, I don't care about, Marvel stuff, just give it a chance, because the humor, they did such a great job with it. It doesn't matter if you are a fan or not, because when you finish and you leave the theater, you're going to take away that now you are a fan of the movie and of the characters, because Chris Pratt did a phenomenal job. I guess the only weak link I would say, because everything has a pro and a con, is probably Zoe Saldana's character. It was kind of lackluster. However, she's so beautiful, even looking like an alien. And she does such a great job at martial arts that you don't even really pay attention to that. It really took me some time to think about what was a weak link to the movie, because everything else was on point. It was a home run. So highly recommend Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, storyline is thus far seems to be on point with the comics. It's where they go from here and where they go from, for the next iteration or the next film. That's going to really be telling, because there's a lot of mystery that they left one thing that surrounds Chris Pratt's character, Star-Lord, so I won't give that away. So pay attention to that as well. So highly recommend. If I had to give it like some kind of ranking system out of 10, I would say 9 out of 10 is what this film gets. It was that good. So go check it out. And, you know, yeah, check it out. So this has been your boy iChris Unfiltered. I reviewed it. And again, day numero 10 for the hashtag SSSVEDA. And we'll see you guys mañana for day number 11. It's been 11 days that we've been doing this. And hopefully YouTube acts a little, you know, plays nicely with me, because I've been having nothing but trouble with uploading the videos for you guys. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.